Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're continuing on with the Q&A series. Today we have RP King.
Hello.
So we're going to go over the same basic list of questions we've been going over with multiple content creators. So, first we're going to start off with the inspiration. What inspired you to make Erlc content on YouTube?
I think the first YouTuber I kind of started watching on Erlc was OMB Gaming. He's actually the reason why I started to play Erlc, and I really found his role plays. I really liked his role plays, and that's kind of why I started making role play videos. I also used to watch Game and Go a lot, and I've basically taken inspiration from both of them.
You might have already answered this, but how did you first discover the game?
Yeah, so actually, I started watching Erlc roleplay videos on YouTube, and that's how I discovered the game. So I was watching Erlc videos before I actually started playing Erlc.
What made you decide that you wanted to make content on Erlc and not a different game?
Well, honestly, I don't play any other Roblox games. I started playing Roblox because I discovered Erlc, so I really didn't have that many other options.
Can you walk us through a process of how you create a Erlc video? Because you do more of like the roleplay type of stuff.
Yeah, so I'll announce like a recording to my recording crew. Usually when we start a recording, we don't know what the idea is yet. So we take around 15 to 30 minutes just brainstorming on what idea we can do with my recording crew. And once we find a good idea that most people want to do, I give out the roles for the roleplay to each person. The filming probably takes around, like the whole recording itself probably takes around an hour and a half to 2 hours. 15 to 30 minutes of planning or like brainstorming the idea, 1 hour of planning, and like 30 minutes of filming. Then when we're done with the role play, we take the thumbnail, which takes like 10-15 minutes usually, and then I edit the video, which of course the time to edit a video really depends on how long the video is, but let's say it's like a 15-minute video, like the final product is a 15-minute video, then it probably takes around an hour to an hour and a half of editing because I need to put music and all that stuff. And then I make the thumbnail. Editing the thumbnail usually doesn't take that much time, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes as well. And then when I'm done both of those things, I upload them to YouTube, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you said that coming up with ideas, you kind of do that all within the recording process?
Yes, yeah. Usually we don't have the idea before we start the recording. Sometimes we do, but usually we don't.
What are some of the biggest challenges you faced as a Erlc YouTuber?
Well, I think the most difficult part is always the beginning when you get like 10 to 15 views per video. That really doesn't feel great, especially when you've worked really, really hard on your videos. So I'd say my biggest challenge on my YouTube journey was definitely when I had like 10-20 subscribers, and when I used to post a lot of videos but none of them would really get any views.
How do you handle setbacks or negative feedback from your audience?
Well, I haven't really gotten that much negative feedback. I mean, of course there's always going to be a few haters, but I think 99% of the people like my videos, and I very rarely get negative comments. So I don't really get that much setback. I mean, there's a few times recently where I've worked really, really hard on videos and they don't get that many views. But overall, I really haven't had that many setbacks, and I'm really happy with how my channel's turning out.
Within your community, how do you stay connected with your fans?
So yeah, that's something I'm working on right now. Probably one of the things I'm the least good at is keeping an active community, because as a YouTuber with 30,000 subscribers, I don't really have a very active Discord, and it's kind of a bit of a mess. I think I out of all the major Erlc YouTubers, I probably have the worst Discord channel. I mean, of course there's a bunch of cool people in it, but I don't think I manage it very well. So yeah, that's definitely something I have to work on. I'm trying to chat with people more and more. I usually try and go into general chat or something at least once a day to try and chat with people. Other than that, I try to post in the announcements channel a lot. That keeps, the community active a bit more. I also, every time there's a new video, I try and like write a little message with it in the new videos channel. And yeah, other than that, I don't do that much to stay active with the community, which is something I want to do more. We do events though. That's something that we do that I think a lot of people like. The Robux events that we do every 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, that's it.
Do you have a favorite fan interaction that stands out to you?
I've never really had an outstanding interaction with a fan, to be honest with you, but yeah, I don't think so.
With over 30,000 subscribers, what was the key to your success in growing such a large channel?
Honestly, I never thought I was gonna get this many subscribers. I never thought it was gonna grow this big. I used to look up to all of these big Erlc content creators, and I never thought I would be, even close to their level. But I think something that made me popular, I guess, is just posting consistently at the beginning, but also finding original ideas that not many people have done before. I'm trying to find an example, but I'm not really finding one. What made me popular is definitely my roleplay videos, and I think for those types of videos, I always try and find, as I said before, ideas that have never been done before, and I try and kind of make them realistic but funny at the same time. So I said before that the two Erlc content creators that inspired me the most were Game and Go and OMB Gaming, and they're kind of the contrary, right? You have OMB Gaming that's very realistic, most of the time very serious, and you have Game and Go that's more, unrealistic, but he has fun videos that, a bunch of crazy things happen in them. So my goal when I post Erlc roleplay videos is always to kind of have a mix of both of those types of roleplay videos, and I think it's worked pretty well. And yeah, that's why I think I've gotten so many views on my roleplay videos, and that's why I think I got so many subscribers.
Erlc used to update very frequently. Now they've kind of been updating more towards once a month. How do these updates affect the content you create?
Well, of course, it's not great. This goes for every single other Erlc content creator. There's not a lot of updates anymore, so it gets very, very difficult to find ideas for roleplay videos, especially. So what I'm trying to do to make original ideas is to post a bit less. I don't know if you noticed, but now I post maybe 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, but mostly 2 times a week. And I try and make those videos like really, really high quality. So instead of posting like 4 or 5 videos a week, I try and post only 2 or 3 that are really, really good. And I think I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, I'd love to have more updates in Erlc because we haven't had any major change in the game for a few years now. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I kind of see that going around most of the community, that most of these channels are now going to post less during the week.
Yeah, but what I like about that is actually there are a lot of people that have come up with creative things. For example, there's this guy that made like a song about Erlc. I don't know what he's called, but it was on like the fire department update. That was like a really good Erlc video, and a lot of like small Erlc content creators are doing some really, really creative things. So I really love that.
What features or updates in Erlc are you most excited about?
Well, of course, the most exciting part of the year is always the summer update. So I'm really hoping that this year's summer update 2025 is going to be good. As you guys probably know, there's like a 90% chance there's going to be a fire department update. Actually, 100% chance because they actually said there was going to be one. And yeah, so I'm very, very excited for that because we haven't had a fire department update in a while now. And I'm sure they're going to add some new features. Hopefully, they're going to add those apartment buildings in River City. Hopefully, they're going to add interiors to some of the buildings in River City. Maybe a courthouse in River City. That would be amazing. So yeah, basically, I'm just very excited for the Summer Update 2025 this year.
I feel like with the interiors, even if they just add a basic interior to some of these buildings that are just kind of all blocky, it will still leave the window open for different types of videos to be made.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so simple for that. There's so many simple things that they could do that would make the game so much better. Just adding very, very basic interiors that would take them just a few days because their developer team is so big. That could just make the Erlc map so much better. And yeah, of course, as you said, leave room to so many new roleplay ideas.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to start a YouTube channel focused on Roblox or Erlc today?
Well, I'll give my advice, but I think this goes for like any type of YouTube video in general. It's a pretty like broad. It's not a very precise element. It's very broad, but just make sure when you post a video that you would watch the video you're posting. So like before you post a video, just look at the thumbnail, or yeah, of course have a thumbnail. That's very important. But look at the thumbnail, look at the video, and ask yourself, if I was scrolling on YouTube and I saw this thumbnail, would I click on it? Yes or no? And if I did click on it and I started watching the video, would I watch that video? So what I do, or used to do at least, is rewatch my video once I edit it, and I look at it and I say, okay, where are people going to stop watching? Where are people going to want to keep watching? So if you wouldn't watch your own video yourself, then that probably means you shouldn't post it, because it probably means other people wouldn't want to watch your video.
How important do you think consistency is with building a successful channel?
I don't think it's that important. I mean, you need some form of consistency. Like you can't post and then post another video like 5 months after. Like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you don't need to post like 4 videos a week. You know, even if you post just 1 video a week, then you can do well. I guess consistency is important, but it doesn't mean you have to post a lot of videos in a short amount of time. It just means that you have to post a video like every set amount of time, and I'm not very consistent, and I still do pretty well. So I guess that's kind of the proof that it's not the most important thing if you want to have a successful YouTube channel.
Do you have any future plans for your channel? Any like projects or something that you're looking forward to explore?
Yeah, so as I said before, I'm focusing on making 2 high quality videos a week. Do I have any projects? Yes, but we just finished a big project, which was the movie we just posted, which didn't take that much time, but it took a lot of planning, and yeah, it took a lot of organization. Other than that, we were gonna do a California Highway Patrol series, kind of like Game of Goes Trooper series or Officer John's Sheriff Sunday, because both of them are very successful Erlc content creators, and a big part of their subscribers and views come from those series. So I've always wanted to do a series like that. We wanted to do it, like around this time, but unfortunately I had my exams and a lot of people were busy, so we weren't able to do it. Instead, we did the movie. But yeah, I'm thinking definitely somewhere in the summer we will start a new series, and I would love to do a second movie because yeah, the feedback on the movie we posted a week ago is really good, and people seem to enjoy it a lot. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing another movie as well.
Has going viral ever changed how you make your content?
That's an interesting question. well, I don't think there's a moment where I went viral. So it's not like there was like one day where I had 100 subscribers and the next day I had 10,000 subscribers. So I didn't really notice the change myself. Like I didn't really try to adapt. I just kept making my roleplay videos, I guess, better and better. So there wasn't really a specific moment where I said, okay, I'm gonna change completely and I'm gonna do something else. It's always kind of been the same, and I think, you know, it's just gone progressively better. The quality of my videos has increased, but not with my popularity. You see, so like my popularity and the quality of videos are not really related.
How has YouTube and gaming influenced your life outside of content creation?
Well, of course, it's extremely time consuming. It's I guess for one video, it's minimum 3 hours of work. So yeah, it's taken me. It's basically like it takes up half of my weekend days, and it takes up maybe like an hour a day on weekdays. So yeah, I think the only effect it's had on my personal life, my YouTube channel, is just how much time it takes. And I guess yeah, no, that's it. It really just takes a lot of time, and I've kind of had to learn, since I've been posting on YouTube, how to like manage my time a bit better, of course, because I also have a lot of schoolwork. I don't go to a school where they don't give a lot of homework. I go to a school where they give you a lot of homework, a lot of exams. This is my exam week right now. My last exam is tomorrow. So yeah, I guess it's just very time consuming.
That wraps this Q&A session up. Thank you for coming on, and good luck with the rest of your exams this week.
All right, thank you very much for interviewing me.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love